What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6, Episode 30. You guys, this episode is titled Houston. We have a Kiki. Oh, God, you guys. So, before we go ahead and get into this episode, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know that routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville, shall we? All right, you guys. So I'm not gonna do let's get into the blogs this week. We'll talk about some of the stuff next week, and that'll be that. Because this week at work, it was just work has been for the last at least 2 months. Work has just been a lot for me, and I am tired as hell, you guys. So we won't do, like I said, we won't do let's get into the blogs this today, because I said I was gonna do it today, which is Sunday, but we'll do it next week. And I mean, some of the stories that I have to talk about, it's still stuff in the blogs about them currently, so they're still trending, and we'll talk about them this week. I will promise. I'm gonna try to make a promise to myself to do my video on Thursday afternoon and have it up by Friday. So that's my goal. Now, this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, thank God, next week is the season finale. I didn't know how much more I was gonna be able to deal with this show, because I mean, why are we at 30 episodes and absolutely nothing to me has happened? Like, we're on episode 30. This episode was nothing. So we open up the episode and they're doing a trust building exercise. You guys know the exercise, like where you have one person standing with their back to the other person and their partner is supposed to catch them. That's what we're doing. I thought it was very odd that Letitia and Stormy were partnered up, Marceau and Courtney were partnered up, and so were Melody and Martell. That's really where I was more so confused. That was like Melody and Martell. I was like, why would y'all put them two together? Melody literally asked y'all not to do no stuff like that, but I don't know if that is, Ms. Nail and Chris Fletcher's doing, or if that was production's doing. Either way it go, I was like, really, are we trying to have a little Kiki session out of this? Oh, I guess the name of the episode, huh? Kiki. Oh my God, you guys. This episode, why are we on 30 fucking episodes of this show? I don't get it. I don't get it. One thing I can tell you guys is, yeah, so going forward with the Love and Marriage franchise, the only one that I can tell you guys that I know for a fact that I'm going to review is going to be DC. That's it. Detroit, y'all know how I felt about Detroit. It wasn't one that I enjoyed. So that's a absolute no. And Huntsville, I'm at my wit's end with Huntsville. So I'm going to be dropping Huntsville this season. I said it earlier. I said it earlier in this season that this was it for me. But yeah, you guys, this really is it for me. I don't want to go through another season of this shit. No. Now, will I watch Love and Marriage Huntsville on Saturdays? Probably not. Because there are some shows that when I drop them, I still watch them. Like, I still watched, even when even though I didn't always stick with Black Ink Crew before they ended, I still would watch Black Ink Crew. So that was one that I would still keep up with. What else is something that I've dropped? Love and Hip Hop. Actually, no, even after, especially when I dropped Love and Hip Hop, I didn't keep up with nothing Love and Hip Hop related. Atlanta, Miami, or nothing. Yeah, when I've dropped those shows, I've stopped watching them. Basketball Wives. I've stopped watching Basketball Wives as well. So, yeah, no. So I guess this is literally the end of the road, because I don't see myself coming back to this shit. No shade. Just saying. Um, what else? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, I was talking about this trust building exercise. So Kiki finally showed up, and I was, like I said, I was just bored with this episode. I was like, when is this season wrapping up? But thank God I looked at my guide and saw this next week. So Kiki came in. She apologizes to Letitia and she apologized to Maurice and Kimmy for messing up the barbecue. Maurice, he accepted the apology. Kimmy was like, it's been a month now and you're just now giving this apology. Then, what else happened? Letitia, she accepted the apology, but I think she was very reluctant to accept it because she said, Nell asked her, do you accept it? She said, sure. And then out of nowhere, Nell Fletcher started crying. I was like, girl, what the fuck is going on with this? I was so confused that Nell Fletcher was crying, but okay. Like, she was literally crying. Literally fucking crying. I was just like, okay. So after that, Letitia walked away and Marceau following behind her. So Letitia just feels like she's been blindsided. And I was like, okay, I mean, I get it. You do feel blindsided. And so Neil Fletcher came in there to talk to Letitia and, basically let Letitia know that she's going to fix this situation. And, wow, I don't really. I'm sorry, you guys. I am so sorry, you guys. I'm really trying with this episode, but yeah, I don't know. So I'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, Letitia. So remember, I was just telling you guys that Letitia, Nell said that she was gonna go talk to not Stormy, but to Kiki, and tell Kiki she can't stay. Now I did catch at one point. I don't know if it was Nell or if it was Kiki. One, oh no, 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 no. Wait, was it Nell? It could have been Kiki, because I think it was Kiki who said that she had talked to Mel, and Mel told her to talk to Nell Fletcher, right? So as much as Letitia was upset with Nell, she also was a little upset with Mel because she was like, you know the situation between me and Kiki, and you still invited her here. So she's upset about that situation, thinking that Melody did this and invited, told her to call Nell so that way she could be invited on the trip. I don't care. I know they showed that little scene of where she did talk to Mel, and Mel was telling her about them all getting together and, them planning this trip, right? So, yeah, I just don't feel anything. It's whatever's gonna be. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. So, Nell Fletcher went back and she relayed the message to what's her name, Kiki, that she can't stay, right? And so Stormy was like, "Oh, that's fine. She's gonna stay with us." And I was like, "Okay, I guess." What the fuck is going on here? I was just so confused. Like, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on here? I was when I when I tell you guys this show was just really. I'm tired of this show. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. So, this episode gave nothing. When I say this episode gave nothing, this episode gave nothing, right? Because Melody and Marceau were talking, right? And I wasn't really capturing what they were talking about, but I finally put it together that he was talking about when Melody and him sat down and how there was, there's always two sides to a story, but they were only getting one side of a story. And he was talking about Martell. And so Martell was like, wait, you talking about me? Me? I was like, oh my God, Martell. And that led us into this shit with Melody and Martell. Y'all know Martell keeps reiterating that, Melody cheated on me too. I didn't just cheat on Melody. Melody cheated on me. I was like, oh my God. So then Martell is talking to Marceau. Then somehow Nell Fletcher got involved. Then Martell and Nell Fletcher, they screaming at each other. I was like, what in the hell is going on here? What's going on here? It was so confusing to me, you guys. So Martell is screaming that Melody cheated on me too. Melody cheated. Like, y'all come at me, but Melody cheated. And it's like, Martell, for the life of me, I still to this day do not believe shit that Martell is saying about Melody cheating on him. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why I don't believe that Melody cheated on Martell. If Melody cheated on Martell, Martell would have never stayed with her. The only person that because it was like a lot of commotion in that room. Only person I could hear that was really on Melody's side was Melody and Stormy, because Stormy was like, "But you cheated first, right?" He was like, "But Melody did this in 2018." So Melody came over, was like, "Martell, So when I called Martell in 2017 with the child, the other child of the other mother of his child, right? And that had been going on for 2 years at that point. And I had moved out of the house with Martell, got an apartment, and this was 2018. And I was like, okay. And so she also said at one point that when they finally separated, she did date someone, and that's when she knew she wasn't going back. So, Martell, what are you talking about, my dude? Like, Jesus the Christ. Again, I will repeat it. If Melody cheated on him, he would have been left. Martell's ego is too fragile for that shit, right? So he also talked about her going to a hotel room, and she was like, "Now, Martell, don't even go there. You're trying to make it out like I went to the hotel to be with other men, when I guess it was her way of having a little break from the kids and just have a little Melody time." I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" It was pandemonium, and I was just like, "Huh? What?" That was what that shit can like. That shit lasted for I feel like that was at least a 20-minute segment of Martell screaming, him and Nell screaming, him and Mel going back and forth. I was just like, will this SHITN, please and thank you. Oh my God. So yeah, that was the end of that. And then they left and they went horseback riding. I was like, what the hell is this episode? Why do we need this episode? Nothing happened. The horseback riding, everybody did the horseback riding with the exception of Kimmy. Then they sat down and there was a therapist there, a couples therapist at that, and they talked. And I was just like, huh? Why do we need this? Do I think that do I think that Tisha and Kiki can get past their issues? If they want to, they absolutely can, but I don't mean, let's not try to force it at this point, right? Time heals. Sometimes, as age old saying, time heals all wounds. In some cases it does, some cases it doesn't, right? We see what it's done for Melody and Letitia. They have gotten to a point where they are cordial with each other. They are friendly with each other. It's taken time. Could that same situation happen with Kiki and with her? It could. We shall see. Do I care? No. Do I want to see it? Absolutely not. Oh, you guys, this episode was nothing. Literally nothing. Like I said, next week is the season finale, and then it's a 3-part reunion, which I don't understand why there's a 3-part reunion to this season. I don't get it, because I feel like this season is gonna wrap up just before. Yep, because the reunion part 1 starts on the 6th, the 13th, and the 20th, and then the 27th is Love and Marriage DC. I don't even want that either. Like, I really want them to take that and just throw it on the shelf and go ahead and film a new season and just say fuck it and just show flashbacks. Because Love and Marriage DC, Christmas is tomorrow. These people filmed this Christmas party in 2022, If I'm not mistaken, I believe these people filmed the Christmas party in 22, and they started back. The last few episodes of the season, they filmed those earlier this year in fucking March. They filmed the reunion a few months ago. So everything that we are going to be seeing, these people have already hashed out, and hashed it out, and hashed it out, and hashed it out. So now we got to sit here and watch shit that they've already discussed in person at a reunion, and now gonna be on social media. Y'all already saw Ashley was tweeting about the shit, and not tweeting about it, but on Instagram stories about the shit. I wished, yeah, you guys, that's all I got. Nothing less, nothing more. If I missed anything, which I know for a damn sure I ain't missed nothing, because this episode gave absolutely not a damn thing. But if I missed anything, jot it down in the comment section, you guys, because honestly, I do not give a damn. This episode, they could have kept it. They really could have kept it. But you guys, that is it for me. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.